You betcha. 23 degrees this morning. Perfect time to talk a little baseball. We are dying up here in St. Louis for just a little bit of tinge of spring training. They're down in Jupiter, Florida, and as you heard Jimmy Holder say, it's the first full workout. Brian Stahl is with us. He is with STLBaseballWeekly.com. Good morning, Brian Stahl.
Morning, McGraw. Kelly, how you guys doing?
We're doing great. We should say that you are Skyping in from Jupiter, Florida, and we'd like to tell everybody, those listening on the radio, that you're working too hard. You need to get a little more sun. You're a little pale, I want you to know.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those misconceptions that just because you're in spring training, you're laying on the beach all day. So it's, as you know, you've been down here. It's a lot of time over at the ballpark. It's not bad, but it's not quite the vacation everybody thinks.
You betcha. All right, so yesterday, St. Louis skipped a heartbeat yesterday with this Adam Wainwright news. What happened?
Yeah, it was. I think it caught everybody by surprise as we learned that Adam Wainwright is going to be returning back to St. Louis tonight. He's going to fly back. He's going to meet with a specialist tomorrow, and the Cardinals are hoping to have the results by Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening regarding some lower abdominal pain that Wainwright has been suffering. The reason this caught everybody by surprise is because as recently as Monday, he was fully participating in all of the workouts. He was running, he was doing the stretching, he's throwing a pair of bullpen sessions, and everything appeared to be fine until, again, the news yesterday that the soreness, which does not affect him when he pitches, this has been something that bothered him, did not subside while he was running. So they're going to send him back to St. Louis so he can get checked out.
One hand, you say good. It's not his arm, his elbow, or his shoulder. So that's good. The bad news is that it's kind of a big step to send somebody back to St. Louis, isn't it?
Right. I mean, he's returning to see a specialist, and it could be something as simple as 2 weeks rest. Not to try and diagnose here or forecast, but a lower abdominal sort of thing. You think of a sports hernia or something in that regard. So just going to have to wait and find out. But obviously with the injury history in spring training that the Cardinals have and the fact that Adam Wainwright is the ace and you're looking at 200-plus innings out of him again this season and, hopefully 20-plus wins and competing for the Cy Young Award, that sort of caliber season, anytime he has to go see a doctor, especially a specialist, yeah, there's a level of concern.
All right, so the Cardinals are usually tight-lipped over this. Did John Mozeliak, the general manager, say anything about this?
No, I actually sat down with John Mozeliak, and he's the one who shared the details on this because, again, it caught everybody by surprise. Adam Wainwright was not in the workouts yesterday, but a lot of the veterans were taking off, and it was kind of a scattered workout session all day yesterday because today, as you mentioned, it's the first full team workout. So there were a lot of guys, position players. There's been about 20 position players that have been down there for more than a week now. And so they were taking off kind of enjoying their last day of rest or an abbreviated day before they get after it beginning this morning.
Yeah, there's not Wainwright's flying up here, therefore, oh my goodness, the Cardinals have to go out and trade for Cole Hamels. So I'll ask it in a larger sense. Regardless of what happens with Adam Wainwright, were the Cardinals interested in Cole Hamels? Are they? Are they not? Where are those rumors?
No, you know what? I think along with some of the other free agent pitchers or pitchers that would have been available on the trade market, the Cardinals did some due diligence. There were some conversations. But I think the asking price on Cole Hamels was just simply too much. I mean, if you're being asked to give up the likes of a Randall Grichuk and a Carlos Martinez or a Stephen Piscotty and a Marco Gonzalez, that sort of deal, plus in return for one left-handed pitcher who, don't get me wrong, Cole Hamels is a very talented, he's still one of the top pitchers in the league, but I think the Cardinals are looking at those internal talents that they have that are supposed to be part of their building blocks, part of their core unit for years moving forward, and just felt the price was too high.
I agree. To throw my own 2 cents in, I would rather have a 20-something-year-old Carlos Martinez than a 30-something-year-old Cole Hamels.
Yeah, and Carlos Martinez has looked very good. Again, it's only a couple of bullpen sessions, but he's looked very good. Talking with some people that saw him in winter ball, Carlos is looking very strong, and he's motivated. There's a different sense about Carlos Martinez this year. I think Cardinal fans will remember that youthful exuberance that he had, where literally just kind of seemed to bounce around and was very fired up. He's still very enthusiastic, but you see a calmness about him, a maturity. Mike Matheny's talked about the fact that life has kind of matured Carlos. Don't forget, he was very, very good friends. I mean, we're talking hermanos, brothers, since the time they were little kids together with Oscar Taveras. And I think of all the Cardinals, Carlos was hit the hardest from that tragedy. That brought a lot of growing up for him. He's also been charged with the responsibility that he is the group leader. One of the subtle changes that Mike Matheny made a couple years ago when he took over was instead of having the veterans work out by themselves in a group, he split up the veterans to work with some of the younger players and kind of, again, designated group leaders, team captains for all the different workouts. Yeah. Carlos Martinez is a team leader this year, which people can kind of smirk and laugh at from the outside, but internally for the Cardinals, that's a big deal. And you can just see the way Carlos is carrying himself. It's with a different maturity, a different responsibility this year.
So when are we going to get information on the most important belly in St. Louis, Adam Wainwright's lower abdomen? When are we going to find out more?
Again, we're expecting Thursday afternoon, perhaps Thursday evening. He's going to meet with the doctors on Thursday morning. So whatever battery of tests they're going to run, as soon as those results become known, we're going to be camped out at the Roger Dean Stadium complex waiting for the official word from John Mozeliak.
Yeah. All right. Now, Brian Stahl, you're with STLBaseballWeekly.com. I'm sure all of this and more is up on the website, right?
That is all up. Video conversation with John Mozeliak, as a matter of fact. Also, the latest from Yadier Molina speaking about his big brother, Jose, who is going to be a special catching instructor for spring training and has a chance to latch on with the organization long term. So, yeah, we're going to be down here for the next several weeks. So you can catch everything on STLBaseballWeekly.com, and you can follow me on Twitter at StullySTL.
All right, and you're going to make it a point to come back from time to time and Skype with us from spring training?
Anytime you guys want to wrap, happy to join you.
How about that?
Yeah,
and
cool.
Get a little sun while you're down there. Come on now.
Have a little fun.
What I can. You know what? It was I know it's freezing up there, so you guys are going to say whatever, Stully, but it was in the low 30s. They set a record here for Palm Beach. First day I was down here. So, this bald head forgot the sunscreen. You can actually still get sunburned even when it's 38 degrees. Who'd have thought?
You see that? There are problems even in Florida. Don't forget the sunscreen for your head. All right, Brian, be good, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, you guys take care. Thanks.
You got it. Brian Stahl, good guy and a great baseball man. STLBaseballWeekly.com. STLBaseballWeekly.com.
Really nice, great information that he gave us.
Lots of information. The connection was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was broadcasting right there from Roger Dean Stadium.
Yeah.
Can't get more inside than that.
Love technology.
You betcha. 6:28 here, Big 550.